The Freemans of Bronzeville have been called Chicago's first family of music. And though tenor saxophonist Vaughn Freeman died in 2012, his son Chico plays on. And Vaughn's younger brother plays on too. Last year, Chicago Tonight met the guitarist George Freeman the day before his 91st birthday. Well, he just turned 92 and has a new record out. We look back now at when he gave us a history lesson on how to lead a life in jazz.
I watched the development of music. I grew up in jazz, really. And then went from jazz to swing. And I was right there, and then bebop. It's gone a whole lot of different directions. But I don't care what direction it went into. People still want to dance. They want rhythm. They want soul. They want feeling. You got to do something to get their attention. Then once you get their attention, you can kind of ease what you want to do in there. But you got to get it. And if you don't get it, you're in a world of trouble.
In October 2000, WTTW cameras rolled on a recording session with George Freeman, Vaughn Freeman, and a host of young talent.
There's something about George and the Freemans, and the sense of humor is contagious. I think when I first saw both of them perform, because they're both imposing, very muscular players, you would think, oh, that person's not going to be goofy or they're going to be too serious. But they bring the humor to improvisation.
50 years earlier, in October 1950, George Freeman had the chance to back up the great tenor saxman Charlie Parker at a Chicago engagement. That live recording was eventually released. George Freeman recalls playing with the man called Bird.
When I met Charlie Parker, I was more amazed than anything else because he was just the epitome of what you want to do. You want to play with, you want to be with the greatest. And I remember Bird saying, "Where's George?" He said, "We don't play till George get here." Now, you know what that did for me. I have been the same since.
In the 70s, George played funk and soul jazz. He spent years on the road, but always came back to Chicago. Now he's in demand at jazz festivals around the world. But in the 1990s, he hadn't been recording in years until he hooked up with Southport Records.
He hadn't done any recordings in some time. He was in Chicago. He was based here with his family, with his mom. At home, he lived with Vaughn, and they were all together as a family.
And then through Vaughn Freeman, my brother, I was able to meet Joni and Sparrow. And next thing I know, they recorded me, and I've been with them ever since.
George Freeman never liked guitar picks, so he's used coins or pocket watches, or when we visited him, the knob from a dresser drawer. These days, he's philosophical about his long career.
It's something that God gives you. I don't think you got anything to do with it. I think he gives you the creativity, the rhythm, the soul, but you got to have the concept.
His advice for young musicians?
Take it to bed with you. Just take it to bed with you and practice. Take it to bed, practice.
The family is very lucky because in a way they're a capsule of the last 100 years. Evolution from blues to swing to bebop to more pop R&B.
We're the lucky ones to have them in our lives and to be able to make music with them too. It's great.
It's amazing what's happening now. Everything seems to be falling into place, you know. All I gotta do is act nice. Come on.
Earlier this month, George Freeman turned 92 years old. His new recording is called George the Bomb. There is a listening party at Lang's Lounge tomorrow night, and George Freeman will be on hand for a meet and greet. And there's more information on our website.